Meh. 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 I got one here for you too. Come here. Meh. Oh, over here. Over here. Hello. Hello. There you go. Not too long ago, we added goats to our homestead here. And I must say, I really like them. We have really warmed up to them, and they have really warmed up to us. Whenever I come over here near their area, they just start coming over this way and meh, feed me, feed me. We have two white ones that are born for meat goats. As meat goats, we plan to, and they're both female, so we plan to reproduce them. So we can be able to have a source of meat here, another source of meat here on the homestead. And this right here is Hazel, and she is our dairy goat. So we actually have a source of milk on the homestead. It's kind of neat to think about how long we've been out here and how life was different before we moved out here. About 6 years ago, we lived inside a city. Not a large city, but a city just outside of Charlotte. And life was just different. Thinking about the noise that's in the city, thinking about the neighbors that were so close to us, and I had to go outside in the backyard, the dogs would just be barking at me. It really wasn't a peaceful environment, just seeing cars going up and down the road, and I was starting to be nervous for, our family started to grow more and more, and I just didn't want that danger. And when you look at statistics, there's a lot of higher rates of violence, of sickness, and so many other things, of stress, living inside the city. And I really just enjoy being outside of an urban area and homesteading out here. It's just so peaceful to hear the birds, and now to see our goats and animals, to be able to have this hands-on connection with the natural world around us. It's amazing, and it is really beneficial in so many ways to us. I so wish more people were able to do this. This is great. So next we're going to tend to our broilers here. Many of the chores here on the homestead, like feeding the chicks right here, really don't take much time at all. Like feeding, we have just under 100 when you combine these tractors together of broiler chickens here, Cornish crosses that we got from Murray McMurray. And it really doesn't take but 10-15 minutes to move them, give them new water and feed. And we do the chores in the morning and in the evening. And other chores are about the same. It's usually the projects that are more the time-consuming things that we do here on the homestead. But the typical day-to-day chores really don't take much time at all. One chore that we have recently added is milking our dairy goat. And actually Lacie has taken on to that role and is actually doing a fantastic job and is into that role and doing that chore way more than I even thought she was going to. So it's pretty neat to see her connect with the animals in that way. We'll do that here in a little bit, but first, the next chore that we do is collecting the eggs. And in the mornings, it's mostly the ducks that have laid the eggs. So Josiah is actually in charge of one of the flocks, and Selah is in charge of another one. So we're going to check on them to see how gathering the eggs is coming along. What are you doing right there? What was that?
I was unplugging the fence so I wasn't going to get shot.
That would be good. You don't need to get shot. And with these nesting boxes right here, they'll come in here, lay their eggs, it'll roll down, and then you can find them sometimes right, roll down just like that. And the benefits to having like this rollaway cage here is it prevents them from eating their eggs. Once it rolls down, they can't get in here and eat their eggs, which is a problem that happens sometimes. So what you got there?
Eggs.
What kind of eggs are those?
Duck eggs.
That's right.
And then there's one chicken egg right there.
Yeah. Most of the time the chickens will lay later in the day, but the ducks will usually lay at night and early in the morning. So that's what we have, some duck eggs, and he'll come back later on. I'll show you that, and then we'll gather eggs again, but it should be mostly chicken eggs then. That didn't take long at all, did it, Josiah?
Nope.
So his chores with gathering these eggs here, it's even shorter than mine. I don't even know if that wasn't even 5 minutes. So raising animals doesn't necessarily take a long time. Like I said earlier though, it's the projects and the building of things that's where the time comes in at, but not the managing of them on a day-to-day basis. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Time to milk a goat. About ready for that?
Yes, it's time to go milk a goat.
There we go. All right, so Evan was here, who we got the goats from yesterday, helping us with the yurt renovations, and he brought us the milking stand that he and his wife Kyra have been using. So only problem is, it's here, goats are way up there, so we're gonna need to move it. So I'm gonna try to move it. It's kind of awkward. I'm not sure how I can move it exactly. But I'm gonna try something. Let's try it. Like a giant turtle. Your shell's too big.
You look like a giant goat with extra legs.
Yeah. I feel like I'm training for the world's strongest man or something. I used to love watching those shows.
Hey, Mike Dixon, he's taking it. He's doing it. Can he do it? Can he sustain it? I don't know. Hang in there. Almost there. Almost there. Hang in there.
Just about there. Well, hello there. I'm back again. That was a rough landing.
Oh! She just got shocked.
It looked like you were trying to shock her on purpose.
Gee, thanks. No, I wasn't trying to shock her on purpose. Man. She comes over here and she knows that we bring her feed right before we milk her. And so she kept sniffing and getting closer and closer, and then wha-pow yow, her neck touched the fence.
We'll definitely make sure the fence is off now. All right, so where do you think we should set this up at? Still figuring a lot of things out, but part of the process.
I don't know. Let's look for a flat spot at least.
Yeah, so it's just not rolling liquid out.
They scratched themselves with their horn.
Too
Well,
bad
you're
I
not
wasn't recording.
lactating there, girl.
She hopped right up there. She's ready. Well, I'm gonna go get some feed and see if we can get our dairy goat back over this way.
Oh, they see the opportunity right here. That's what it is. Hello, Helga. Hello. Oh, does that feel good? Josiah likes rubbing them, don't you? You like rubbing the tiny one? What's his name? Basil. Say hello, Helga. Hello, Helga. We can't forget about her mom right here. Olga. Well, Mike brought back a little bit of feed for the goats, and he has taken the other two goats away so I can actually get Hazel to come back over here, since she got shocked by the fence and it scared her away. So I'm gonna lure her back over here to the milking stand. Hazel. Here we go.
Mama,
Look here.
I'm with the baby.
I see that you're with the baby. Way over there. Well, now I got her back on my side, so we're gonna make our way over here. We gotta stay away from Olga and Helga though, because they like to steal Hazel's food. Come on. Come on. Nope, we're gonna have to get you around here. Here. Hazel. Here we go. There we go. Liam need to go too.
Right now, this chore is taking us a little bit longer than some of our other ones, just because we're still trying to figure it out, and that's the way it goes when you're learning something and you're developing systems. Things take you a little bit longer, but as you refine those systems and those skills, you become more and more efficient, and things don't take quite as much time to do. Well, this milking session didn't go quite as planned. We actually were getting a lot of milk, and then goat kicked it over, so we lost quite a bit. So we're still working things out. We've got a number of things to do on the farm today around the homestead, so we're gonna get those done. Then we're gonna show you our evening chores. And as the day continued, so did our work around the homestead. We had a lot to do today, but thankfully we were joined by our family friends, the Spickards, and they helped us with harvesting carrots as well as a bunch of squash. And Cindy helped me, along with Lacie, do my Instabed technique with setting up our beds to transplant our okra. And one of the things with the carrots, we got a lot of carrots, but we still need to really build up our soil with fertility and organic matter to make the soil looser. So one of the things that I did just to help your carrots last longer is I cut off the tops of them, and the tops are right here. And we're gonna feed these tops here to the goats here in a little bit to see if they like them. Not sure if they'll like them or not, but we'll just have to see. Sometimes animals can be picky. And some of the carrots we just bagged up in 1 pound bags right here for our customers. We did leave some bunched up, but those will be ones that we give away or deliver to our customers tomorrow. And just a quick tip, if you're not going to use your carrots right away, you do want to cut off the tops because it will help them last longer, because something about the topsoil just absorbs sugar and so much from your carrot or root carrots, and you don't want that. And you can actually use both the tops and the root part of the carrot. The whole carrot, you can use it and eat it. All of it's edible. And we have a video on that. It goes way back, but you can check that video out. Josiah's getting ready to head and do his chores, which you've seen already. All right, Josiah, you got it. We're gonna check on Selah because it's her turn to gather eggs in her area. Selah! So you gathering some eggs right now? Getting ready to?
Getting ready to.
What you got there?
Some peas.
You wanna try one?
Sure.
Is it good?
Really good.
Did you grow it?
No, Mama did.
She did. Yummy. Gotta make sure that fence off, right?
Yeah, you go like this.
Yep, you don't want it to be a shocking experience.
Very funny.
Because I've had my shocking experiences before. Have
Me
you?
too.
How many times have you been shocked, you think?
5 or
5? Really? You've been
2
shocked too?
times.
You've been shocked 2 times?
Oh,
What's the worst place you've been shocked?
I don't know.
The worst place I have been shocked is right in my armpit. It's like something just rocked your chest, and makes me think of when they're using the defibrillators or something on people and they're shocking them. So, like, ooh, weird feeling. All right, enough of this. Say, quit rambling, Daddy.
Quit rambling, Daddy.
All right, go ahead. So you got a duck and a chicken in there?
Actually, about 1, 2, 3 chickens and 1 duck.
I got some weird party going on in there.
Yeah.
Got a few eggs there too.
Yep.
That's one of the weird things about chickens and ducks sometimes is they'll have all these options available for where they can lay their eggs, but for some reason, a lot of times they like to use the same one. So they have these as well as these over here, these nesting boxes.
They don't use those as much.
They've been using them at all?
The ducks have.
Yeah. Well,
But
let's
the
see.
chickens haven't.
Let's see what we got here.
I haven't used this
No,
side
not
as
there.
much. Let's see if there's any on this side. No, not today.
No. All right. So a lot of them are right in there, and some of them are probably all around too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're making fun for you.
Yeah. but it's a good thing I know where all their hiding spots are.
That is good. That means you're doing a good job being a shepherd or whatever over these chickens and ducks. But this is an area that was really overgrown, and the ducks and chickens have really been cleaning it out more. And it'd be neat to actually bring the goats in here after them. Maybe figure out a system of bringing the goats before and then the chickens after. I don't know. Anyway, but they could come and get this higher stuff. But we just have to see. And today we've been feeding some of the chickens and ducks some of our reject carrots here. They've been eating the tops. Looks like they left a lot of the roots. We'll just have to come back and see if they eat any of that. It might just be turned into compost. We'll see. But hey, Micah, let's go ahead and do our chores, okay? Lawn tractor time. Whoa. All right. You ready?
Uh-huh.
I think I'm ready. And for those of you wondering, no work on the yurt today. Yesterday's video, we were continuing the renovation work on our yurt, but not today. Originally intended for that project, the renovation of the exterior, to be done in the cooler months and before all this started going on with producing food right now at this busy time of year, but didn't happen. But on we go. Ready, go! So I didn't mention this earlier, but one of the things I've been doing is staggering our chicken tractors with enough space where I can maneuver in and out with the supplies if I need to. What we're going to do is we're going to get these buckets, fill them up with water, and feed, and cart them back. In the morning I like to walk out here, but in the afternoon after a long day, I'd just rather use the lawn tractor, and Micah enjoys riding. Get some more feed for them, and we'll get some more water. Ready to roll again? All right. Good job, Micah. Hop on in. You got your goggles ready this time?
Tie-dye goggles.
You ready? Ready for some speed. That's that intimidation look. Come on out. Oh, look who we have here. Mommy's bringing the carrot top.
Yep.
All right.
And a few radish greens too.
There you go. So let's see if they like them.
Let's see. Come here, Hazel. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Think we have a taker.
Yep. And I know that Helga likes radishes because yesterday I found some radishes growing in the compost pile and I brought them over here and she was munching on those things.
She's like, stop talking. I want some more.
Yeah. Here, Hazel girl.
Alrighty, back to the broilers. So, just like this morning, move the chicken tractors, then give them the feed and the water. Feed. Oh, and the water, watch out. All right. Well, that wraps us up for today. Give you an opportunity to see our morning and afternoon / evening chores, especially today. Some of the things that I wasn't able to include in there was the kids feeding the cats, which is Micah's chore, as well as Selah feeding the dogs. And some people ask, why don't we show you guys the dogs more often? Well, the reason is sometimes when we do show our dogs and cats, because they're outside, people have an issue with that. People get offended with when dogs or cats are outside permanently. Some people feel they shouldn't be out there. Hey, that's your opinion. But we raise our animals the way we feel like they should be out in nature. And right now our dogs are at least 2 of them right now. We're working on phasing them to be with the goats, seeing how it goes. We're doing like a trial run, and right now they're doing just fine. We have one over here and another one over there, and the goats are getting more used to them being around and being around them even more. So we think we can have them as some type of guardian livestock dog here. And they're not necessarily a livestock breed, they're a shepherd breed, but they do an excellent job and have done an excellent job for us for a number of years now with keeping predators and even deer out of the garden, keeping predators away and deer out of the garden. So I've noticed a tremendous difference since we started having our dogs outside, keeping the homestead, having a presence here on the homestead. Well, typically we have dinner before we do our evening chores, but we didn't today. Today is just one of those days. So right now that we got everything done, now it's dinner time. So I'm gonna go eat. You ready to eat, Micah? Dinner time. And see you next time.
See you next time.
Dinner time, see you next time.
Dinner time, see you next time.